All right, how you doing? All right, look what we got here today. Got something different, eh? I told you recently, I showed you that haul I got from my Lego Hitman. And that dude, man, he's reeling in some more cash because he's selling a lot more stuff again. I can't look through more bins of Lego without going absolutely crazy at this point. So you saw I bought the Asgard, and then I bought the Queer Guy stuff. This is actually The Office. Now, this guy here, I believe his name was Brian. Now, I never really watched The Office, but I listened to Dan Patrick on the radio, and Brian comes on there. Apparently, he spilled some chili on the show once. So that seems to be him. I think that's Michael Scott, maybe. And then I'm familiar with these characters. They actually, to be honest with you, they really do look like the people from the show. For whatever reason, I've never been much into comedy, but so, all right, so here we're going to do it again. Guess how much I paid for this, already put together the way it is. I'll tell you at the end of the video. I will say, not only is this way better than having to pick stuff out of a bin, but I got a much better deal. So if you remember how much I got for the bin of stuff I got a better deal on this. But that's Michael Scott's office. There's some really cool stuff in here. I like that American flag thing on the wall. I think that's a safe or a credenza, you know. And so then we got everything that's out here. I mean, these are like 3 or 4 different desks put together. You know, here's something funny. See the phone receiver? I've seen those before, and that was what I thought, that looked like a phone receiver. But I got to be honest with you, I thought kids from this generation, they would laugh at me if I said that. Like, what are you talking about? If you grew up in the 80s, you know exactly what that is, you know. We had those with a long cord hooked to them and room to room, you know. And it's just interesting seeing those. And then another thing I saw in here, that's, you know, when we were in school, they used to roll out the TV with the videos. There's actually a VHS tape down on the bottom of that down there. So you can roll that out, or apparently you get rolled into this room and take a seat and watch the video. They probably tell you how to be a good employee, you know. So I got all of this stuff. They got the bookcases, the file cabinets, the desk, the computers. I got a lot of minifigs too, honestly. I mean, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. 10 minifigs with one build. Oh, and then here's 2 more. So that's pretty good, I'll be honest with you. You usually don't get that many minifigs with one build. So that's that. You can see I'm going to figure out exactly how I want to do this, how I want to use this. I really did want to put an office inside the scraper. You can see we got that going on. I'm going to show you something else. That top level is where the band's apartment is. I'm going to show you something after I get done here. But I've wanted to put offices in there. So I'm not sure how I'm going to use this, what I'm going to do with it, but I'm super excited to have it. So if you watch the video when I got the stuff from my Hitman, I told you I paid $250 for that stuff. This year, I actually went and saw my boy Ian out of the basement in Fairport, New York. If you need anything Lego related, my boy will hook you up, I'm sure. But $100 I paid for it. So I paid $150 less than I did for all that other stuff. And there's just so much usable stuff in here, you know. And it's like the Thor one. I mean, I just dropped it right in. And interestingly, this is what I want to show you next. I made the next level. So this that you're looking at will go on top of the apartment for the band. There's our old swimming pool. So we got the swimming pool back in. You can see I put it up on top. This right here is the bottom of this. And you can see this is the Friends Diner. And I'm going to put a diner in here. So right where that spot is, you can see the shape and everything. So there's going to be a diner there. One thing I do have to do is, you can see this right side. I have to put that on the left side. And then flip it over because it's opposite Otherwise, that would be like into the wall. That won't work, obviously. And then they got booths, like you get at a restaurant. I'm gonna put the booths right over here, and then over here I'm gonna put some washers and dryers, so people can do laundry, go for a swim, or I'm probably gonna make it a jacuzzi, like a hot tub, not a swimming pool. And then they'll have the food here, and that'll be on there. So you got the two apartments that connect to the roof, which has these two apartments. So you got 4 apartments right here alone. So then you'll have this level here where they can just go right up from here and not have to go all the way to the bottom to the food court. So there'll be another food court up on top of here, and that'll be this right here. And then what I'm actually thinking is I'm going to make one more of these. So I got those, the first level, the second level I got to put together. It's just more apartments. So, and then this one here, and then I'm going to have one on top of that, and that'll be the last one. And I think I might put an office building for the Beck Corp in there. So that's what we're looking at. And then that's the diner. I wanted to show you that in yesterday's video, but I couldn't fish it out in time. But you can see I like that. I like the way I think it'll look inside of here. And it fits just perfect right there. And then I can put the booth there. So I'm happy about that. And then, like I said, very excited about getting this, and I do feel so much better than, when you buy these big bulk things of Lego, knowing you have to go through them all and everything. I mean, everything I need is right here, and it's just figuring out how I want to use it. One other thing I want to show you too, I think is super cool. If you look at the windows, I've never seen windows that have like window blinds in them. Those are window blinds inside of the windows. That is so cool. Interestingly too, the apartments I'm building, I only have window doors. You want to have like a sealed door on a bathroom. So I might be able to use those for, and really a glass door would make more sense on this in a way, but just very interesting. But I saw those. I had thought about trying to make some kind of blinds or something, and I just thought it was kind of screwy. And then I got this, and I was looking at it, and they look real. Like, man, there are really blinds in there, but I had touched the window, and they're actually part of the window. So I just thought that was very interesting as well. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say about this as well is I've talked about this in the past. You can see the knobs in the floor. I don't like that look at all. Like, if you look at everything I built, you can see there's a floor, a floor, a floor, a floor, a floor. I mean, there's floors in everything, Leaving these knobs sticking out like this, I don't like that. I just think it looks unfinished. I mean, you're not going to have a floor like this in an office. You'd have a carpet or something, Just to me, it doesn't make sense. And but anyways, so I got the office here. My boy Ian, got him going. Made him some money today. That's awesome. Good for him. Got some cool wall pictures too. They got pictures on the walls everywhere in this thing. So I really like that a lot too. I really like what came along with this. When I started thinking about it, I walked into Ian's place, and right in the front, it's like, 20% off, this big sale he's having. I walked in, I'm like, well, how much is this with your big sale? And he's like, well, it's everything but Legos on sale. And I'm like, of course it is. Of course it is. So, hey, listen, God bless you. I may or may not have another video today. I'm not sure yet, but God bless you either way. And thank you for watching these videos. If you do, you're the best. And God bless America.